Hello, here we are going to see about the pulse broadening in a graded index fiber with the optimum refractive index profile. Derivation fully. So pulse broadening in a graded index fiber. Here the core refractive index will vary radially in the graded index waveguide fibers. So it will support the multimode propagation in a relatively large core together with low intermodal delay distortion and allows the transmission with high data rate. So if the index profile is controlled, then the transit times of the individual modes will be identical. So we will eliminate the modal dispersion. So the root mean square RMS pulse broadening sigma GI in a graded index fiber is given by sigma GI equal to sigma squared intermodal plus sigma squared intramodal the whole power 1 by 2. So where sigma intermodal is RMS pulse width due to intermodal delay distortion and sigma intramodal means RMS pulse width resulting from the pulse broadening within each mode. So the intermodal delay and pulse broadening are related by Parsonic expression, and it is given as sigma intermodal is equal to tau g squared minus tau g the whole power 1 by 2. So where tau g is the group delay for a particular mode having the order of v comma m, and it is expressed as tau g of v comma m is equal to L by C dou beta Vm by dou k. So tau g v comma m divided by L is equal to 1 by C dou beta Vm divided by dou k. So the value of tau g squared and tau g is taken as average of tau g squared and tau g, which will respectively over the mode of distribution. So that is tau g squared is equal to sigma v comma m pvm tau g squared of v comma m by capital M, and tau g is equal to sigma v comma m pvm tau g into v comma m divided by capital M. So pvm is the optical power contained in the mode of order v comma m, and m is the number of fiber modes. So by omitting the subscripts v comma m for simplicity, it is in the order of mode, that is the group delay is given by tau g equal to L by C dou beta by dou k. So from the equation 23, the group delay is defined as time taken and energy in a mode with a propagation constant beta to travel at a distance of L. So to evaluate the tau g value, the propagation constant beta can be expressed as beta is equal to k squared n1 squared minus 2 into alpha plus 2 by alpha into m by a squared into alpha by alpha plus 2 into n1 squared k squared del in the whole power 2 by alpha plus 2 the whole power 1 by 2. So or equivalently it will be denoted as beta is equal to k n1 into 1 minus 2 del m by m the whole power a alpha by alpha plus 2 the whole power 1 by 2, where m is the total number of possible guided modes and small m is the number of guided modes having the propagation constant between n1k and beta. So in the above expression we can know that n1 and del depends on k. So by differentiating the equation 24, we will get dou beta by dou k is equal to kn1 by beta into n1 capital N1 minus 4 del by alpha plus 2 into small m by capital M the whole power alpha by alpha plus 2 into n1 plus n1k by 2 del into dou del by dou k. So by substituting the above equation in equation 23rd, we will obtain the group delay as tau g equal to L by C into k n1 by beta into n capital N1 minus 4 del by alpha plus 2 into small m by capital M the whole power alpha by alpha plus 2 into n1 plus n1k by 2 del into dou del by dou k. So that is L n1 by c into k n1 by beta into 1 minus del by alpha plus 2 into m by capital M the whole power alpha by alpha plus 2 into 4 plus epsilon. So where n1 is equal to n1 plus k into dou n1 by dou k, and the epsilon is equal to 2n1 by capital N1, that is k by del into dou del by dou k. So let me assume that the core cladding index difference is very small, then del is less than 1. So m by capital M is also less than 1. So for the value of beta, it is between kn1 and kn2. Then y is equal to del is into m by capital M, the whole power alpha by alpha plus 2 is less than 1. So we know that beta is equal to kn1 into 1 minus 2 del small m by capital M, the whole power alpha by alpha plus 2, the whole power 1 by 2. So that is kn1 by beta is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus 2 del into m by capital M, the whole power alpha by alpha plus 2, the whole power 1 by 2. So by substituting the above equation 28 in the above equation, we get 29 we get. So kn1 by beta is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus 2y, the whole power 1 by 2. So that is kn1 by beta is equal to 1 minus 2y, the whole power minus 1 by 2. So by approximating this equation, we will get kn1 by beta equal to 1 minus 2y, the whole power minus 1 by 2, that is equivalent to 1 plus y plus 3y squared by 2. So that is kn1 by beta equal to 1 plus del into m by capital M, the whole power alpha by alpha plus 2 plus 3 by 2 into del squared of m by capital M, that is 2 power 2 alpha by alpha plus 2. By substituting the value of kn1 by beta from the equation 31 into 26, we can be denoted as tau g is equal to ln1 by c into 1 plus del into small m by capital M, the whole power alpha by alpha plus 2 plus 3 by 2 into del squared into small m by capital M, the whole power 2 alpha by alpha plus 2 into 1 minus del by alpha plus 2 into m by capital M, the whole power alpha by alpha plus 2 into 4 plus epsilon. So that is tau g is equal to n1L by c into 1 plus alpha minus 2 minus epsilon divided by alpha plus 2 into del into m by capital M, the whole power alpha by alpha plus 2 plus 3 alpha minus 2 epsilon divided by 2 into alpha plus 2 into del squared into m by capital M, the whole power 2 alpha by alpha plus 2 plus O of del cube. So where O of del cube is denoted as containing the term del cube, and it can be ignored since del is less than 1. So the above equation shows that the first order term in del of the delay difference between the modes is 0. So alpha is equal to 2 plus epsilon. So by substituting the equation 33 in equation 20, we will get sigma intermodal is equal to ln1 del by 2c into alpha by alpha plus 1 into alpha plus 2 divided by 3 alpha plus 2, the whole power 1 by 2 into c1 squared plus 4 c1 c2 into alpha plus 1 into del divided by 2 alpha plus 1 plus 16 del squared c2 squared into alpha plus 1 the whole squared divided by 5 alpha plus 2 into 3 alpha plus 2 the whole power 1 by 2. So where here C1 will be the alpha minus 2 minus epsilon divided by alpha plus 2, and C2 is 3 alpha minus 2 minus 2 epsilon divided by 2 into alpha plus 2. So to find the intermodal pulse broadening, we can use the sigma squared intermodal, that is equal to sigma lambda by lambda into the whole squared is less than lambda d tau g by d lambda the whole squared. So that is a sigma lambda is RMS spectral width. So this equation 33 can be used to evaluate lambda into d tau g by d lambda, and will neglect all the terms of second and higher order in del. So that will be lambda into d tau g by d lambda equal to minus L by C lambda squared into d squared n1 by d lambda squared plus n1 L del divided by C alpha minus 2 minus epsilon divided by alpha plus 2 into 2 alpha by alpha plus 2 into m by capital M, the whole power alpha by alpha plus 2. So by substituting the equation 38 in equation 37, we will get sigma intermodal is equal to L by C sigma lambda by lambda into minus lambda squared into d squared n1 by d lambda squared, the whole squared, minus n1 c1 del into 2 lambda squared d squared n1 divided by d lambda squared into alpha by alpha plus 1 minus n1 c1 del into 4 alpha squared divided by alpha plus 2 into 3 alpha plus 2, the whole power 1 by 2. So sigma opt is equal to n1 del squared L by 20 root 3 C. So this is the sigma intermodal equation. So next we are going to see about the mode coupling. So the mode coupling means the pulse distortion which will increases the less rapidly because of the mode coupling and differential mode losses. So the mode coupling is coupling of energy from one mode to the another arises because of the following. That is structural imperfections, that is fiber diameter variations, refractive index variations, next one is cabling induced micro bends, then irregularities at the core cladding interference. So these are the structural imperfections of mode couplings. So then the mode coupling will tend to average the propagation delays which will associated with the modes and thereby reduce the intermodal dispersions. So the mode coupling will be the individual modes that do not normally propagate throughout the length of the fiber without the large energy transfers to the adjacent modes. So it is not strained or bent by its surroundings. So this mode of conversion is called as mode coupling or mixing. So here we have the improvement in pulse spreading by mode coupling over the distance Z is less than LC and is related to excess loss Hz by the equation. So Hz of sigma C by sigma naught the whole square equal to C, capital C. So where capital C is the constant independent of all the dimensional quantities and refractive indices. Sigma C is the pulse broadening in the presence of strong mode coupling, and sigma naught is the pulse width increase in the absence of mode coupling, and Hz is the excess attenuation resulting from mode coupling. Thank you.